Hi students, this is the last video announcement of the semester, so I thought I'd make it a really good one with wearing my most professional attire possible. I'm joking. And I wanted to say what a wonderful experience it has been to work with you both in person and through online learning. I know that this transition hasn't been easy for a lot of you, as it has been a very challenging time for most of us. Thank you for your diligence. Thank you for keeping up with the work. And thank you for giving me such quality work to grade. I've really enjoyed reading your stuff. What I'm going to do specifically is to cut time so that I can make sure that first and foremost, sorry about the moving hands, but with one hand I hurt my rotator cuff, so I can't hold my arm up for that long. Don't ask, I don't know how I did it. All right, so I'm going to provide feedback. If you want feedback specifically on assignments, please shoot me an email. I just thought that it would be quicker to do that for people that want specific feedback instead of writing more emails for each individual assignment that you've turned in, when I'm just trying to get through the grading and making sure that I get those grades up on Blackboard. And that's kind of been a challenge as well with everything else going on. So as you've been challenged, keep in mind, please, that I've been challenged as well. And it hasn't been easy for a lot of us, but I am really proud of your efforts and your diligence and your accomplishments. And you could be very proud of your accomplishments as well. All right, so the final reflection, as stated in the announcements, it'll be posted on Blackboard on Tuesday if you are in my English 122 course at CLC. It'll be posted on Monday if you're in my English 1102 course at COD. So let's talk about what it is that we're looking at. So part one is arguments, stasis arguments, and causal arguments. You're going to tell me, if you're going to write about that, what you found useful about it, what's going to be useful about it moving forward into the next phase of your college career or beyond college as well. Why were these concepts useful to you, learning about different types of arguments? Or if you don't want to talk about that topic, you can talk about the research portion. We're working with how to find better research, developing your research skills from your previous experiences, learning how to spot fake news, and how to spot the credentials of your authors to make sure that you're finding valid sources. So you could figure out how to talk about that, or did you learn anything new from what I taught you about that this semester? And think about that infographic as well, and how that also helped you to evaluate the credibility of sources or the credibility of databases. Or you can talk about fallacies of argument. How was that useful in your experience with writing, or how will that be useful to you, that specific knowledge in just every phase of your life? How is that knowledge useful for you? And then finally, the fourth one that you can talk about is critical lenses. We worked with those very briefly through the PowerPoint and the little exercise that I gave you. How will those be useful in your writing in the future? So pick one of those, figure out how you're going to talk about it. I'm looking at the quality of your writing. Then I'm talking about making sure that your sentence structure, you're not giving me run-on sentences, proofread, make sure that your grammar is correct, make sure that you're giving me good quality writing. Part two, same thing, good quality writing. And this is more of your own, this is talking about yourself. You're kind of a self-evaluation for part two, where you're talking about, well, you've had some challenges that you've had to face through transition to online learning. What challenges did you have to face both academically and personally? And again, I don't want you to get too personal. I don't want it to be an uncomfortable writing experience for you, but just thinking about the challenges that you've had to face, how you've overcome those challenges, and how that's going to help you in the future. So I hope that that makes sense. If you have any questions, please contact me. And again, thank you for an absolutely wonderful and challenging, of course, but a wonderful semester through a very unusual and difficult time.